Help keep the TTC safe. Report any suspicious activity to a member of staff or a police officer. If you see something, say something.
Greetings, Sheena, Vivian, Hardjot, I Like to Walk, Lise Fox, Jillian, and everyone else who tuned in so far. Thanks for joining in to another live stream.
On Washington University, we continue to experience a delay southbound out of our York Middle Station with an emergency activated support train. Response personnel have been dispatched to the scene. Also, as a reminder, all customers on line 1, we currently have no service on line 4, the Shepherd line, due to a trespasser on the track. Shuttle buses are on the way for line 4.
Welcome to Toronto, eh?
Line 1 between Spadina and King stations will end at 11 p.m. for track work. Shuttle buses will run. Check ttc.ca for more information.
Nothing like a nice garbled message telling us that the trains are held up south of York Mills Station, and line 4 is also not running due to a trespasser. Anyways, Hardjot's here, Adult Key, John Burke, Sebastian, Anthony, Dave and Bangor, Maine, Crikey, Sally Smith, and everyone else. B. Coleman, thanks for tuning in. Gonna get up here. It is Monday, February 12th, 4:57 p.m. We'll just let this train roll in and we'll hop out of the station here. Chef Mario Cooks is here. Liberty Tree. All right, let's head on up. And we are at Rosedale Station. I'm not entirely sure which way we're going. Are we going to head through Rosedale, or am I going to head the other way through Yorkville? Perhaps you guys can weigh in down in the chat. There we can see part of the new elevator down to the northbound platform being installed. That's kind of neat. There is my still somehow very jet-lagged self. I wanted to get out and be more productive than this, but today I did pretty much nothing. At least we're out. I thought I had slow chat on to some degree. Cam says Rosedale is their favorite outdoor station. So are we going to head west over towards Yorkville, or are we going to head east through Rosedale? South down Yonge Street will not be an option, at least until we get to Bloor Street. Congrats, this is what Brian thinks adventures. It's about 3 degrees Celsius. It's just a little bit chilly, but not too bad. Brad Palmer is here. Let me change a setting here on my phone. So I'll be hopefully live streaming Thursday afternoon from the International Auto Show. And I might do a Wednesday morning live stream as well. And there'll be a video of the auto show soon after that, either Friday or Saturday. Okay, let's cross here. All right, I guess we're gonna cross the street and head over to the other side. As you'll recall, the last live stream I did, I went south down Yonge Street from Midtown. So I don't want to repeat this stretch. Yeah, the auto show is open to the public as of Friday, but Thursday is media day. So as long as I can get a good connection in there, I'll be doing that. Clem is looking forward to see the 2025 Daewoo. Daewoo is still a thing? Tony is here, Wesley. Highland Piper says the Bangkok airport we were in looks kind of crazy and busy. You should see the other airport, DMK. We're in the much larger, nicer airport, Suwannee-Boom. I'm just going to wait for the light to change here. There's a winter storm in New York City starting at 4 a.m. tomorrow. Greetings, Mark D. This is a stupidly long light. I feel like I'm back in Thailand. Greetings, Jelly Bean. I should have jaywalked when those others did. I'm gonna retitle this stream Johnny Waits to Cross. Toronto, where if you're a pedestrian, you are a second-class citizen. Wesley says there's a big storm coming to Rhode Island tomorrow. B. Coleman enjoyed the Thai adventures. And they were a lot of fun. I think Dahan got a little more comfortable on camera. The further along things went. I did about a video a day while I was away. Just enough that I'll be able to claim that on my taxes as a travel expense. I'm only saying that because that's what I was doing. I was doing a lot of my taxes. I should probably itemize all my expenses from this trip for next year when I have to do it. That's Davenport coming up, but let's take another route. Is my sunburn okay now? Yeah, it's fine. It's the lack of being awake that is not okay. But at least I got a full night's sleep last night. I watched the Chiefs knock off the Niners in dramatic fashion in overtime. I lost a bet in the process, and then I went to bed and didn't wake up till about 8:30. Greetings, Jeremy. Sorry, Jerry. That is a very fast-moving doggo. You missed him sprinting to the ball. how long I've been streaming for. 10 minutes. Hopefully the pizza didn't take too long to show up. It took about 24 minutes to show up. Yeah, to those who said ordering a pizza on Super Bowl Sunday was a bad idea, 24 minutes from when I pressed the order button to when there was a knock on my door. It also served as my lunch today. We'll just take a peek at the ice hockey rink here. These are quite nice public courts. That is not 10 feet. There is no way that is 10 feet. Mike Landry, $5. Hello, Johnny, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Mike Landry. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hopefully the focus doesn't stick on the fence. I think this is the side of the ice that you would find me on. It is just cold enough. I think I want to slide my gloves on. I'll climb these stairs and we'll do that when we get to the top. Oop, that kid just ate it. Mick, this is Ramsden Park. Not sure if it's Rosedale or Summer Hill. We're gonna head up these stairs. Or you know what? Look at this huge ramp. Let's take the mammoth ramp. It's great that this is an accessible park. No skateboarding, no rollerblading, no cycling on accessibility ramp. Rollerblading would imply that you are on rollerblades. So if you're on any other brand of inline skate, that is allowed. See if we get any nice views on this ramp. Oh, that's an artificial ice rink. If you're wondering why they're skating and it's above zero, the only answer would be they have in-ground cooling or it's artificial ice. Probably aided by a cooling system. Apparently I found the only ice in Toronto. Apparently the ski hills are just cranking out the fake stuff trying to stay open. It's not a very profitable year to be in the ski business here. Dominic says, what's everyone's thoughts on the Super Bowl ads? I wasn't really paying attention, even though I was watching the CBS feed. Clayton Crawford Entertainment, $50. Please see your email. Glad you're back. Clayton, holy shit. Thank you for the $50. Truthfully, I'm a little bit buried on my emails. I wasn't really keeping up when I was away on vacation, but I will take a look. Do you want me to take a look right now? Let me see here. Congrats! Clayton Crawford's third book is now online at Barnes & Noble. It is called Greenie Beanie Genie by Clayton Crawford. Head to Barnes & Noble, and look up Greenie Beanie Genie to check out Clayton Crawford's latest work. Clayton, I still need to read your last one. I think it was called Surgeons. But what we'll do on the... I gotta get my YouTube chat back up. What we'll do is we'll take a look at that on the Stumbles Sunday night stream next time around. But thank you so much for your support, Clayton, and congrats on having another work published. Well, I am working. I really had no excuses on vacation. I just kind of shut down. I didn't really want to use my laptop much other than uploading videos. I call it vacation, but I spent half the time doing just that. Am I a Trekkie? I am not. This is an absolutely beautiful little street here. Hello, Odelia. People congratulating Clayton on having his work published. I'm gonna put my gloves on. For some reason, I don't need my gloves in weather like this, but when I'm holding a camera, maybe it's the lack of movement, but my fingers tend to freeze up. Did Dahan heal from his sunburn yet? I don't know, I never asked him. I'll have to reach out and tell him people are wondering. Maybe I'll have to do a video featuring him so people can get an update on what's going on in the life and times of Dahan. All right, got the gloves on. And I can flip the camera with my gloves, so I do not need to rely on the touchscreen. And thanks again to K-Man, longtime viewer and channel member, for pointing out that DJI finally fixed a pretty bad flaw in this camera that I use. Jellybean says, looks chilly. It is. Just a little bit chilly, 3 degrees, just enough to put the gloves on. Dahan should go live with me one day. We'll see if I can convince him to do that. All right, and this should be Davenport Road we are approaching. Some interesting art. H. Hustle says, it's nice to have me back. Thank you. Back, but for how long? Well, even if I go away again, it'll only be for, oh, I don't know, maybe about 12 days or so. Not that I have something booked and planned for March already, but if I did, it would be about 12 days. There's a look at the very north end of downtown skyline. No, last night, like most people, I was watching the Super Bowl. I was down the road from you. What are my thoughts on Morgan Riley? I don't know. Greetings, Apex. There's like a really high-end seafood restaurant some here on the right. Let's see if I can spot it. I had a friend inquiring about where to get good oysters once. I looked up a spot that was just up here on the right. Ended up going to Beer Bistro, which was apparently pretty good. Greetings, 82 Windows 82. Vintage Beyond. So we are on Davenport Road, heading west towards the sunset. Jelly Bean says Red Lobster. There's a Red Lobster down at Bay and Dundas, a little bit north of there. I might have missed this place. Sports and Pokemon cards. I think this is it, actually. Jozo's. We've got some interesting pictures in the window there. What are these oysters? Clams, mussels, and or shrimp. There we go. It's mussels, not oysters. Apparently, this is as good as it gets in the city. Well, more of the picture of the topless lady in the window. Your stream has become limited. And we've made it to Avenue Road, south of here is Yorkville. Let's keep going west on Davenport. This is the best dinner show there. It's good menus, yummy, says Caroline. Do they have escargot? I don't know. Don't forget to tip your waiter. I'll spare you my rant on the incredibly toxic tipping culture that we have to live with in this part of the world. Hello, Alejandra. I believe it was Saturday, right? We met at Dragon City Mall. It's nice to finally meet you. Stanley Ragbin Antiques closing down sale. Everything must go. So you heard I'm going to the auto show. Yeah, I'm not really a car guy, but I enjoy the auto show. And they were kind enough to invite me once again to their event and furnish me with press credentials, which is kind of neat. I'll be there on media day. And I think that grants me access to the auto show as well for the rest of the days it's running, so I might go again on a later day. All right, Chris the Pepsi driver noted if I ever rent a truck, I'll try to avoid the gas station coming up. It would be the Circle K at Davenport and DuPont. I wonder why there's no windows on the side of that building. Maybe they're anticipating this lot getting built up and taking away those views. Tyrese and Cars, 99 cents with the super chat. Thank you so much, Tyrese and Cars, for the 99 cents. And we are at 400 viewers. Thank you guys. Just your annoying reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. Cam says, where's the auto show this year? I believe the Metro Convention Center.
Honestly, at this point,
And we are at Bedford Road. Maybe what we'll do is we'll walk up to DuPont. And we'll walk along DuPont for a little bit. I don't think we're going to make this light cycle here. Clint Hemsworth, Secret Vampire Wedding. The only comedy show / vampire wedding in Toronto this month. So there's going to be more of those things on other months. You're welcome for the free advertising vampire show, people. CN Tower sighting directly to the south of here. Casaloma. No, I think we're gonna skip Casaloma and stick to DuPont for a bit. Susanna says hello from Mexico. Greetings, Susanna. So if you're wondering when I'm live streaming next, I'm thinking Wednesday morning / late afternoon. There's probably going to be no video on Wednesday, but there will be one tomorrow morning, and then hopefully Thursday afternoon. And maybe again Friday night. Who knows? There used to be a club on Queen called the Vampire. I've ever considered going to Jamaica. Not seriously, but I'm gonna have to now. It's been back-to-back years in Punta Cana, and before that Cancun. We'll find somewhere else in the Caribbean next year maybe. Mark D, welcome to Gold Tier. Mark D, thank you for your channel membership. Thank you very much, Mark D, for being a member of the ranks of Gold Tier status. And just like that, the stream hits the 30-minute mark. I think we're going to go for about 90 minutes tonight, the standard amount. Did I finish the whole Domino's pizza last night? No, I ate 3 slices last night. I had 3 slices for lunch today, and that leaves me 2 slices for lunch tomorrow. So I got 3 meals out of it. I was mentioning earlier that some people were saying it was a bad idea to order a pizza on Super Bowl Sunday, but it came in 24 minutes. And yeah, I'd like to support other local pizzerias and restaurants, but I am not rich enough to order a pizza for one from any of those places. It works out to nearly $40-50 just for a pizza by the time you factor in all the fees and the tip. Good old Domino's is reliable and, dare I say, excellent. Junk Food Junction says welcome home. Appropriate that I'm talking about pizza as you chime in. Alejandra also had a good pizza ordering experience last night. Yeah, I think the pizza chains are ready for it. They probably ramp up their staff a little bit, have a few more drivers on hand. So this is where Davenport Road goes north of DuPont, and then it runs parallel to DuPont, but we're going to be switching from Davenport to DuPont. This old school barbershop, black and white barbershop, traditional touch. Greetings, little XO. Apex says stay healthy. I'm trying to. Not quite on the all pizza diet just yet. So this is west along the south side of DuPont Street, but maybe we'll cross over to the north side at some point where we'll get a better view of the sunset. Marie Palmer, Johnny, I feel honored to be a member of the over 100,000 subscriber YouTuber, Marie Palmer. And I'm honored to have you and Brad as viewers and channel members. And keep up the great work over on your channel. Thank you so much, Marie Palmer, for your support as you celebrate how many months of membership did that say? 37 months. That is 3 years and a month. If you guys are ever in town, let me know. Hopefully I haven't buzzed off to another far-flung corner of the planet when you are. There's the Poorhouse Pub and Kitchen. Oh, my iPhone shut its screen off for a sec. Casa Dental. New patients welcome. Don't remind me. I have some upcoming dental work I need to take care of. I kind of underplayed on that video I did when I went to get my laser teeth whitening. I got a checkup and deep clean as well. I think I said I had a cavity. Well, that was a bit of an understatement. I'm not looking forward to what I have to get done. I don't think my Visa card is either. But I don't think I'm gonna do it here. There's a cannabis retailer dressed up as like a 60s style variety store. And this is Huron Street. Alright, when I get to Spadina, I'll cross over to the north side. And we'll get a better glimpse of the sunset. Kate Davies just walked by me. And you didn't say hello? Ooh. Cam says that the dentist is so expensive. Yeah, there's ways for it to not be so expensive. You can go to students. You can try the old I don't have health coverage card, and often you'll get a reduced rate, but still it's nothing compared to what you can get overseas. Claudia asking what day it is? You should be asking me what month it is. I think the last stream I said it was January a number of times. Pretty sure it's February, eh? So this street is north of the much busier Bloor Street. Maybe we'll head down and walk along Bloor Street at some point. And this is DuPont Station.
Oh, you never met?
Yeah. Just north of here is Casa Loma. H. Hustle says Valentine's Day coming soon. February 20-something. There's Casa Loma straight ahead at the center of the shot. I'd zoom in, but I'm wearing gloves and I can't toggle that on the touchscreen. Greetings, Darren Ross, Calgary Rambler, Paul Duffy. We get a bit more of that sunset straight ahead. South into the Annex neighborhood. Greetings, Deadlock. We've got these plaques here. The Spadina Expressway was going to come rip right through here and then destroy what is Chinatown for the second time. The city would have been destroying Chinatown shortly after it relocated and being around where City Hall now stands. Hey, it's a Krispy Kreme. Calgary Rambler is missing that Thailand vibe. It's nice in 2-week doses. Hey, that parking enforcement officer asking the passenger how long they're going to be parked there for. It's cool that they're exercising judgment rather than just black and white handing out tickets. Still, I have no sympathy if you park illegally. Jelly Bean has not been to that location. Johnny, did I watch Usher last night? No. When the halftime show came on, I flipped my TV over to YouTube. call me a weirdo, but I don't care for the commercials or the halftime show. I did watch every second of the game, though. Dash that Thai food fave. You know what's funny? On Saturday night, I went to Pi in Midtown. Nothing like coming back from Thailand and then going to an upscale Thai restaurant in a very different country. Smitty says there were some good commercials. Yeah, I just don't care for that stuff. I know they can be entertaining. Look at that sky straight ahead. That is lighting up. Oh my. That's a cool building. Apex says we're the same, brother. Yeah, Pai's a northern Thai restaurant. We've got a few locations in the city. It is hard to get a table at. I had no reservations. But you can always just ask for a seat at the bar. Why wait an hour for a table when you can sit at the bar and get served immediately and pretend you had reservations? Or pretend you're some kind of big shot that they just let in. I had the cow soy. I was a little tired of Thai beer, so I had a Sapporo Black. Jelly bean only goes to Salad King. Salad King used to be a restaurant where you would literally be rubbing elbows with whoever you're sitting beside. Fancy new condos here on DuPont. And sadly, bland, generic corporate retail moving in. Well, I guess Pet Value isn't so bad. It seems every new condo ends up with like a bank. And then there's always like a gym, and that eats up like most of the retail. And then a few, maybe a corporate fast food store, in this case a Pet Value. There's a dental office, there's the gym. The Ma and Pa store is definitely not much of a thing anymore. Let's not forget the bougie grocery store, in this case Creed's. Do an Ossington walk. I don't think I'll be getting quite that far on this one. Market, coffee bar, and dry cleaning. Maybe we'll get as far as Christie. Might be hopefully the sunset will still be quite glorious when we get to Christie Pits. Yeah, Josephine, that is the new way that things are done. Places like Vestal here on the right certainly don't pop up at the base of new condos. Look how old school this place is. All day breakfast, $14.99. Steak and eggs, $18.99. And me and Dehan were eating full-size American and English style breakfasts with a coffee and a juice included for about $3.80. This stretch of Bathurst is pretty neat. I think we're going to head over to Christie. Although I do quite like that kind of condo. I think it's very appropriate for this area. It's like the right height. It's set back. It's a really nice looking building. There's a bigger version of it over here. When buildings are stepped back like that, they really open up nicely to the street. There's the Pepsi driver just complaining about gas stations today. How do I feel about that hash brown sandwich from A&W? I have not had it. Ever since A&W neutered the coupon section of their online site, I haven't been going there. Why go to A&W when I can go to like Alouette Go and eat a real hamburger? Christos is probably $1.5 million for a penthouse. That might be an understatement. Oh, the Urbanity just did an excellent video on density. And they debunked some of the myths about new condos and apartments that go up. If you're one of these anti-development people thinking they're all evil, I would suggest watching that video. And they did an excellent video earlier on how like the new high-rises going up today will be the affordable residences of tomorrow. And like them or not, they are absolutely necessary. Chris says the 2 teens for $9 was a steal in the coupons. I used to always get their breakfast deals. It'd be like $4 or $5.99. You get a full breakfast with a coffee. It's like 2 eggs, toast, and I think those little sausage patties and a coffee. When is Pepsi Lime coming out? Pepsi needs to reintroduce Crystal Pepsi. When I got my teeth whitened, and the dentist said drink only clear liquids for several days, I was stuck drinking Sprite on the plane. I didn't really feel like asking for a gin and tonic. But if Crystal Pepsi were around, that would have been the perfect drink. Hey, this is where the Toronto Skating Club was founded. Sorry, I'm just fishing for some tissue. The supermarket on the right is to not be shopped at, in my humble opinion. Is Crystal Pepsi the same as Pepsi Blue? No. It was a clear colored cola from a long time ago that they brought back briefly, I think about 6 years ago. It was never meant to be brought back permanently. Kind of like Tim Hortons bringing back the Dutchie. Yeah, no problem. I think of all the yellow teeth that would be spared if they stopped putting color and dyes into soft drinks. It's kind of silly that we do that. The best Italian sandwiches in town. Jack says, sounds like Tab Clear from Coke. So when we get to Christie, I'm gonna hang a left. You missed those Pepsi versus Coke taste tests they used to do? I don't know, they taste very different to me. I think it would be hard for me to say which one tastes better because I have that bias where I know which one I'm drinking. I am digging Pepsi's like retro logo coming back though. We say that as Chris the Pepsi driver is rocking what is now the old logo. You're gonna have to update that, sir. Robert's Gallery. So this is Christie Street. We're gonna make a left at the old Mr. Peanut and, believe it or not, Model T Ford factory coming up on the right. They used to have a showroom on the main floor, and I believe they assembled the Model Ts on the upper floors. And then later it became a peanut factory. We'll ignore the grotesque abomination of a grocery store on the right. Run by the most evil family in the country. And that used to be a Starbucks, and now it is a Popeyes. Marge, $5 for the Pepsi Fund to keep Chris in a job. Thank you, Marge, for the $5. We say that as Chris the Pepsi driver was timed out by Nightbot. Thank you so much for the support and the super chat. Oops, turn back around, camera. Oh, that building is for lease. Hard to think some of the first commercially available automobiles ever were made and sold right in that building right there. Kind of nuts. And if you have seen Sparrow or Cater, 2 years old, male, domestic, short hair, brown tabby, white chest, belly, paws, partially white face. Call or text the number on the post. Greetings, Fabio, or Fabio. And we're now heading south down Christie. avoided the busier corridors on this one. Brad Palmer, $5 for a cold IPA after the stream. Thank you so much, Brad Palmer, for the $5. And I apologize for leaving you off the credits. I have no idea how that happened, but rest assured you are back on there for good, sir. I was thinking of having a poke bowl after this. It's going to eat a little healthier. There's the Crossroad Cafe with a K. Thank you very much, Brad. There's Dave, fix my bike. Jim Martin, Armchair Traveler, greetings. Welcome to the stream. We are 57 minutes in. Somebody says a poke bowl sounds yummy. I think they're good. To me, it's really more about health. Proxima Command escape rooms. Are they not open tonight? Huh. The 5 new escape rooms in and around Toronto. So that's like a simulator. They might have been open. That looked pretty neat. There's the old spin cycle coin laundry. I used to have to use that. The next time I go on a trip, I'm going to have to book either like a suite or just get an Airbnb that has laundry in it. That was one thing that was annoying on my last trip, being in such a hot country. You go outside for 5 minutes and you're dripping wet. That one hotel that hooked me up in Thailand, the Citrus 6, they put me in a giant suite, and as cool as the room was, the best part was just having a laundry machine in there. There's Fiesta Farms. And I lived here. Between there and PAT was where I did all my grocery shopping. We're heading south down towards Christie Pits. Where is my next trip, says Paul? I don't know. May not be so glamorous. It may be just to get some dental work done. Not saying I need a root canal, but I'm not saying that, in addition to some other things. All right, good night, Crane. There's Fiesta Farms. I used to live just south of here on Pendrick. And I would go here any day of the week over the Loblaws, just north of here at Christie. That is a fantastic grocery store. Ensuite laundry is a mental health necessity. Generally, I'm okay without it. But you can only soak your things in detergent in your sink so many times before you start to go crazy. Just excuses are often in their old hoods. Well, I done screwed up. I was hoping to get to Christie Pits in time to catch part of the sunset, but it looks like we missed the golden hour.